Oh man, someone I've known for years, messed with his music, he's been through transitions in his personal life, which we're going to get into a lot. But please send us messages at MX24 TV, all social media, hashtag is MXLIVE, be a part of the conversation. And yeah, I'm very happy because, every time we begin this show, I see, the 4 years of inspiring, of connecting, and it's incredible, for myself being a part of MX24 TV for 4 years, and you guys being on that journey with us. And I promise you, we have so much coming up. It's going to be really exciting, really intense, because we're going to be at so many events. And to everyone who's a part of us, again, I can't say thank you enough, because I believe personally, you guys are, the most important part of what we do. Because as I always say, you guys buy the tickets to events, you guys purchase our music, talking about, merchandise we put out, you guys buy this stuff, and you continue to surprise us. So you, the fans, absolutely cannot do without you. But when you do send us messages, add the hashtag MXLive. Makes it easier to find your stuff, staying interactive, and all of that. As always, quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, MX24 TV, hashtag MXLive, every single platform. Now, as I was saying, this guy, I've known him for years. He's done so much for himself as an artist, as a creative, and I think his story is really inspiring. I'll not be surprised if you've seen him on other platforms talking about selling let me correct myself, over 1 million copies of his music. Wan-O, how you doing, man?
I'm good, bro.
How does it feel hearing that?
Platinum selling artist. It feels good.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's platinum, right?
Yeah, platinum selling artist. It feels good. I mean, when you start the journey, take it one day at a time. You know where you want to go. You get it. But when you achieve certain feats, yeah, it blows your mind.
Okay,
regardless.
so you're watching this right here. Oh, 1 million, streams. People buy music online.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about streams here. We're talking about physical copies of his CDs, and we're not talking about having a huge number of people who are selling these CDs at different vantage points. Yeah. We're talking about him making his music, burning it, like we say, I burn music on my CD, burning my music onto my CDs and selling it himself. That's what we mean. Doing it for a couple of years, but officially over 1 million copies of his CD. So we're going to get a bit to that. But for those who don't know, because conversations are always to refresh the mind, of the audience, of the creatives. How'd you get into music, man?
Oh, I've been doing music for a very long time. I mean, it's cliche when people say it, but that's me. Like, that's actually true. I've been doing music since I was like 6 years old. My first inspirations were Michael Jackson.
Oh, so you can moonwalk?
Yeah, that's been a while. But yeah, that's why I used to moonwalk. I remember in class 1, they called me front of class to the moonwalk and everything because So yeah, so I always aspired to be on the greatness level of a Michael Jackson. Because that's what I saw. I mean, the Moonwalker movie was my favorite movie. I used to watch that movie back to back, and I was always inspired and I admired the greatness of Michael Jackson. It always blew my mind. You get yes, and that's where it is.
Okay, so 6 years, developed this love. Yeah. When did you tell yourself, or at what point did you say, "This is what I'm going to do the rest of my life"? Because, like,
to be honest, when I discovered Michael Jackson, I knew this is what I wanted to do.
From 6 years old?
Yeah, from 6 years. So automatic.
Did you tell anyone?
Because I mean, my whole house knew. Because I like, you can't help it. You can't help it. I mean, I did it. I got my first deal when I was 12 years.
Your first deal?
Yeah.
By deal, what do you mean? Like a record label?
A record deal, yeah.
Wow.
12 years. I was in, was it class 6 or just
class
1?
6?
Yeah, class 6. Yeah, I think so.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so that's what it was, man. So I got my
And how was family's response to this? Because a kid, 12 years old in class 6, getting a record deal.
Yeah.
I mean, focus on your books.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I'm sure at that time there's a statement my mom made. I mean, like the beginning, you probably think it's childish. What's it called? Childish antics. You know what I mean? But it's get to a time when you're not concentrating in school and it becomes a problem. You get it. But I didn't see. I mean, yeah, don't complain and everything. But I was just focused on my music, and that's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted. That's all I knew. That's all I wanted to do. I used to skip class to do this and stuff. Yeah. So that's what it was.
So I'm getting a lot from this, right? School, skipping class, family response, getting a record label at such a very young age, chasing your dreams. And this all carried on for a period, I'm assuming, because it was a very happy moment. Now, at what point were you like, this is not going to be an easy journey? Because again, when we're all following our dreams, we're like, it's so nice, man.
Okay.
But as the journey is going on, we all have these roadblocks.
Yeah, so I always say this when I'm trying to inspire somebody, or when me and somebody get into these conversations. But the thing is that because of my focus and my passion, I never saw roadblocks. To me, there was no challenges. After it's done, years later, I look back at it and I'm like, hey, how did I get to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. How did I get through that? But at the moment, I don't even see that as challenges. All I'm thinking about solutions. How can I conquer what's happening? Okay, now this is happening. I've come to see Jason El-A, and the mind me small. How go make it happen? Stuff like that. I never said like.
So you were never hurt by people not believing in you?
No, because I felt.
At no point in your career, like, bro.
So this was what I felt like. I'm great, and so I was entitled to the fact that.
Okay.
I come to Jason El-A, you for do something for me. I'll find a way to make you do it for me because you yourself, if you believe in me, I'm great. I believe myself more than I believe
That's
in
a good mindset.
Yeah, that's been my mindset since I was
when you see a fellow Ghanaian artist, right? Because you speak to a lot of artists and we have these conversations. Yeah. Do you think we have a sense of entitlement? And I'm asking you this because of, again, I like this mindset that, I don't have to complain. I don't have to explain. I'm going to get on with it, right? Again, I've spoken to so many artists like, bro, I'm making this music. People are not holding me down. People are not, helping me out. And I've spoken to fans, and some fans say, if the music is good, we're going to support it. We're going to listen to it. So I think right now we're at a point where there's a bit of a disconnect, right? Where people are saying, I'm releasing the music, you're not supporting it. And the fans are saying, if it's good enough, we are going to support it.
But
what do you think about that?
So I'll start with the fans. With the fans, the fans don't understand how the business works. They don't understand that it's money. Like somebody says that, a friend of mine says that the best songs, you can find the best songs in the studio and nobody has heard them. You get it? Because you need money to get it to the fans.
Yes.
So that's where the channel, like the channel breaks. You know what I'm saying? That's where the pipe breaks. Yeah. Because if you don't have enough money to push it, somebody can hear a song today. It's nice, but you won't hear it on a day-to-day basis because there's no money to push it. You get it and stuff. But I mean, thank God for social media. Even social media, if you are doing ads on Facebook and stuff for it, it's money.
Yes.
You get it and stuff. Yes. Yeah. With the artists too. I believe
because people say we're not pushing enough. We're not pushing our music. That's why we don't have those international features.
So when it comes to pushing, I wouldn't say it's money, but some people have the money and are not pushing. I like when I said that I'm great and stuff. Like I find a way to this thing. It's solution based. You have to find a way to make Jason or to let Jason play my video on TV. How do I let that happen? Or if Jason's not going to mind me, fine, I'll do my own thing. Find a way somewhere else, and that'll get Jason's attention later. Yeah. You get it? It's really about you. You get what I'm saying? It's really about you. I mean, if you look at people like Jay-Z, nobody's signed Jay-Z. Jay-Z went to a record label. When he signed, he started his own record deal. Yeah. He didn't stop him. Right now, Jay-Z is one of the greatest rappers alive. So why can't that be you? Yes, there's a problem. There's a money problem, investors problem, all that problem. But at the end of the day, it really depends on you.
Oh.
You get it. It really depends on you. So you can't.
Because I'm sure you hear this money thing all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you can't give excuses. You can't give. I mean, I'll give you an example. I mean, I started selling my CDs because nobody wanted to push my music. I could have sat at home and cried and said that nobody wants to support me. By that time, I wasn't even thinking like that. I wasn't thinking like, oh, nobody. No, me. I believe if you tell me no, self, me, I see my body pass you. Right? No, I don't care. I move to the next person. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I think the problem is. The problem is, yeah, you're right. Entitlement day. The problem is self-pity. The problem is people think you are entitled to love my music, but the truth is that nobody's entitled to help you. Nobody's entitled to love you. You get it, but you make yourself lovable, and they have no choice but to love you. Oh,
that's deep.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's deep.
Yeah, you make yourself lovable.
So we have to get to this point. Now, and I'm saying we because we're all in this bubble together. You know, if tomorrow or when Wan-O wins a Grammy, you know, say he's from Ghana. That's it. Oh, I spoke to him on TV. And these are facts, you know. When we're talking to brands and people, association is very, very important. You know, oh, I interviewed him. I did this with her. You know, that's how I got on here, you know, this platform. So that means we have a lot to work on because attitude cannot be quantified. You can't touch an attitude. But
I'll give you an example. Like when I started selling my CDs, right, I met a lot of artists at the mall, you know. They shut down the brand, say, hey, Charlie, make no do this. It will spoil your brand. It will spoil your brand. You know, even when I had the idea to sell the CDs, I was in the studio with a couple of famous people. I tell them that, oh, this is what I'm going to do. They start laughing at me. Oh, would they buy CDs this small? You know, I mean, and at the mall, people say, you know. But a year later, this same people came back to me and told me to help them sell their CDs. Damn. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, like I said, it's attitude. The attitude.
So Wan-O, what is your brand, right? Because I get what you're saying. At this point, people will say, Wan-O's been doing this for years, and you do have a fan base. Your fan base has grown. It's gone to the point where people come to the morning like, oh, that's Wan-O, I know him. I listen to his music, I bought his CD. And they've seen you doing this repeatedly. So some people might say, he's above that now. What do you say to those people who might say that? You've been doing this for years. You still doing
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I had this conversation with somebody just a few days ago, and I told this person the same thing. Above what? I haven't gotten to where I want to get to. I mean, if this is my end all be all, then then what's the point? Just since I started in the first place. If my end all be all was sell 1 million copies at the mall, then what's the point? You get what I'm saying? We're trying to build an empire. We're not trying to build a building. We're not trying to have just a building. We're trying to build a whole.
So do you have a point where it's going to be like, I'm not going to sell these CDs?
Yeah,
physically
when it gets there.
So you know that point.
To get to that point, I'm obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it will.
To get to that point. So when it gets to that point, I'll know. But at this point, it hasn't gotten there yet.
What is success to you? What's your definition of success? Because I feel like you're a man who understands yourself, right? I love the fact that you don't have a sense of entitlement. I love the fact that you believe in yourself, but you've pushed pride aside. You know, that's why you're still doing what you're doing. Selling over 1 million CDs yourself. You know, people see you on TV, then they see you outside, they're like, oh no, I don't expect to see him here. So this makes me see a man who understands what he's doing and his mission. Very tunnel vision minded. So I bring it back to the question, what is success to you?
You know, me personally, right? Success is fulfilling your purpose in life. You know how to work at the bank, right? Yeah. I left the bank to pursue my music thing. I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. I just knew there was something I was missing. Like,
you didn't have a crazy amount of savings.
No, not at all. Like I didn't know. But there was something inside of me. I felt lost in the bank.
So wait, you were doing a regular job. I really want us to understand this. You had a regular job, doing this.
It's 9 to 5.
9 to 5, and at one point you're like, "This is not my dream." So you're leaving.
It's not. So this
the bank wasn't your dream.
No, but this is what I tell people. Right? It's just what I tell people. I didn't work at the bank, and the music was my side job. The music was my main job. Always, my whole life, and the bank was my side job. The bank was just to get back at the same point.
But the bank was giving you money, like physical cash, in terms of salary. The music wasn't at that point. So but you still stopped.
Exactly. So that's why I say that. So I believed in myself so much that I knew that to work. Like I didn't stop to think like, hey, Charlie, what if I stop? This small money I get for a year. No. I didn't. That it wasn't a thought. All I knew is that I had to leave. Like I like. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if you understand. Like if your purpose is passing you by, you feel lost. You feel like, Charlie, no, if I left. You understand? And that's how I felt when I was there. So I just had to leave. I left, you know, and since then, it's just been upward, 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 upward. Trust me, like it's been a wonderful feeling. So yeah, so success is fulfilling your purpose, you know, and taking that bold step, you know, jumping off that plane, not knowing if the parachute will come on the parachute. I mean, it might look crazy to the rest of the world, but if the parachute comes on, you're the one who's
Yes.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What do you say to people who expect your trajectory to be swift and fast? Because again, they see, you know, human beings, right? Sometimes you can be very fickle, right? Let me give an example. Look at what Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi are doing. But if they don't score a goal in a game, they say, oh, they flopped. But maybe they had a very good game. So their success, you know, they can be. I'm looking for how to say this. You know, success can. What we expect of you always goes up based on what you've already done.
But
people expect Wan-O's trajectory to be like swift, like he's done this. Like, bro, we need to see the TJ Ways at the three musical awards here.
People's expectations are not God's doing. Like God has a reason why everything takes time, you know. And people who normally say that haven't achieved anything for themselves. Yeah, because I've never met, even at the moment, I've never met any successful man who makes his money genuinely, who tells me that it's for be fast. Nah. But they actually, you know, they actually tell me.
What I was looking for is victim of success. That's what I was looking for, right? You can be so successful that you become a victim of your success, right? So Wan-O, again, back to what I was saying, you sold these 1 million CDs, you've done all these things. Everybody's like, so what is next? And that can break people down. And just like you're saying, successful people are like, bruh, it takes time.
It takes time. And if it breaks you, then we ain't ready for this. You know, everybody has a reason why they do what they do. You'll be surprised that somebody does the music because they will get girls, or someone does the music because he thinks that it will be some quick money. You understand? But it goes beyond quick money. It goes beyond. There's not even parts like that. That's it's not you know, day inside. You know, it's really about fulfillment and joy. You know, I get joy out of helping others. You get out of inspiring others through my story, through my music. You know what I mean? When somebody listens to a song like, I have a song with Lil Sugar called El-A and Wan-O. You know, somebody told me that it stopped her from committing suicide.
Wait,
you know,
what?
That's one of my best times. I remember sometimes I had a show at Charms, back in the day, Charms, right, and went to Eddie's Pizza opposite. And one of the waiters saw me now, you be Wan-O, hey Charlie, that song El-A and Wan-O, Charlie, got me through hard times, but let's see, moments like that is what I live for. You understand what I'm saying? Moments that I live for. I mean, if your end or be all is a couple of zeros in your bank account, then I mean, if you get some 1 million there, if you guys say no that, but if after 1 million there's 2 million there, when is enough? You know what I mean? But God puts you here for a purpose, and He gave you a gift to help others. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the reason why you're on the path you are on.
Bro, one thing I've seen also about success is a lot of people talk about their success after they are successful. Because, you know, it's difficult for them to talk about it while they're broke, right? Usually after the story. Oh, like... No,
I feel like people talk about it when they are broke, but a lot of people don't listen. People listen to them when they have money. But that shouldn't stop you from...
But that's the thing. You're talking about these things, and you've been talking about this while you were going through it. Bro,
years back, the same thing. It's the same, what's it called? The same principles, same values.
And you've carried that on along, right?
And it worked for me, and I feel like people won't listen or people won't agree with you because it doesn't fall in line with their comfortability. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like somebody's comfortable where he's at because he doesn't want to take the risk. So anything he talks, it sounds like an insult because it busts his own ego. You understand what I'm saying? But
how are you going to be great? Thinking that mindset, right?
So people like that are comfortable where they are. They're never great, and they end up envying a great person, but you could have just
for the risks they took.
Yeah, we have the same 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, we have the same 24 hours.
But you're killing it, man. Like
thanks,
you know,
bro.
again, I love the fact that you stay true to yourself because the thing about the truth is it's always the same. You know, telling your story, that's the truth. A lie can be told in many different ways, right? But the truth is always the same thing. And you've stuck to your guns, you've done your thing. And, you know, the next question I was going to ask you is, what are some of the benefits you've seen from what you're doing? But for you to tell me that your story inspired somebody from committing suicide, stop them from committing suicide. I don't think there's anything bigger than that, bro. That's life.
Bro, Charlie, it feels like the same.
Did you cry at that point? Like,
I was almost. You know, there are a few points in my career that I almost felt like breaking down. You know, Like there was this one guy I met at the mall who supported my CD for a huge sum of money, right? But what he didn't just support it instantly. Like he gave me some cool money first, but he went home and listened to the song and called me. Are you do this music? Where you come? And then when he gave me, it was a lot of money, but he said, I think you deserve more. Because this song really touched him. You know, that broke me. Like that, like at that point, I wasn't listening to it. I wasn't paying attention. I mean, I was cool with it. But the next day, in the morning when I woke up, it knocked me.
Yeah,
it knocked me. I was like,
how, like,
Charlie,
bro,
like you, Bob. You know, stuff like that is different.
These
like,
things sound very cliche, like, but like an award is a beautiful thing. We all want awards, you know. It's like a thank you for your hard work.
Exactly.
But these things cannot be. You can't quantify these things, right? For somebody to call you, bro, and say, Charlie, you did this for me, man. You stopped me from doing this. You know, you helped me do this, bro.
This thing was,
cool,
I think the suicide one was a message on Facebook, right? And it blew me. The Eddie's Pizza guy too was crazy, like Charlie.
Yeah, I've spoken to someone who wanted to commit suicide before, and that's something, bro. Like nothing compared. First, you get scared. There's this fear. Then I think the next step is how do you help this person get away from this? You know, like what do you say? What do you do? But when you're actually able to have those conversations, you know, there's nothing that compares to that. So again, I want to say thank you for sticking to your dreams. I don't know if somebody's ever told you that, but I want to say thank you for sticking to your guns, sticking to your dreams. And the thing is, you still are.
Yeah.
But you're still doing this. So what's the plan moving forward for you?
So I mean, I've realized a lot of artists in Ghana, right, don't really know the music business, right?
I like this.
Yeah, I'm starting my own consultancy, music thing to help people understand publishing, songwriting royalties, all stuff like that. Like a lot of people don't know, you know. And I'm trying to groom artists. I did one for an artist. He got a record deal. I'm trying to groom artists to a certain level where they can go out there and be great for themselves.
And
you know, I'm trying to do for artists what nobody did for me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm trying to like how do I put it? I'm trying to groom people to be more confident, to chase their dreams, to believe in themselves. You know, so that's what I'm trying. It's bigger. It's just bigger than me, Charlie. God put me through this journey for a reason. You know, He didn't put me at the mall to sell 1 million copies just to put my chest. Sell 1 million copies. Nah, Charlie, what's the point? You get it. If I can't impact that knowledge to the world. You know what I'm saying?
And you still are, man. Again, congrats on that. You know,
Thanks, bro.
businessman, you know. Dropping my Momo number for you after this. You know, send me a couple of bucks, you know, because we're going through it. But bro, I see a ring on your finger.
Yeah.
Is that like for fashion? Like what's going on, man? What's going
Charlie.
on?
Yeah, it's
You
official.
off the market?
It's official.
Oh, man down. How'd that come about, man? I mean, fell in love, got married, but what inspired you to take that step? Because a lot of young men are scared,
boy meets girl and Charlie. The rest is history.
The rest
is history. Yeah.
Has marriage, you know, has it changed your mindset? You know, has it inspired you to do anything different? You know, has it affected your music? You know, because again, you're cohabitating with another human being. You know, another human being's feelings touch you.
So the truth about everything, like I already knew my direction, like you know my direction and stuff, right? So, I mean, I don't impose my principles and values on her, and she doesn't impose my principles and values on me. But we meet halfway, and that's what makes a marriage beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not here to. I mean, you get the message.
You start a marriage consultancy. Let me just random. Why do you think a lot of young guys are scared of marriage today? Just very random.
I feel like it's the fear of the unknown, like the taking risks thing. So the fear of unknown. So hey, my freedom is going to be the same. Blah. I mean, I went through that phase too when I was going to get married. The date set and everything. I went through that phase. But you see, like I have knowledge of self. I know I'm self-aware. So I caught myself in the middle of it, and it's like, nah, Charlie.
So you'd advise a young man to get married?
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Marriage comes with its own blessings. Marriage comes with blessings. It's a very good thing.
I mean, from a spiritual and religious point of view, I really, really get that. You know, once God says, you know, get married, I trust that. But street hot, so that'd be why
Oh, but if
For
it,
the
comes,
boys.
if it comes to blessings with street hot, that should go be cool for you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. But
That's
you
the
see,
thing.
and I feel like a lot of boys is the fear, you know. But yeah, boys is the fear. Hey, so Charlie, but if you don't, hey, I don't know if you go. But you see, the thing about marriage is that the thing about any relationship is that it can make you or break you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so.
It's grace. Grace
No,
for
I
come
don't
inside.
believe.
Oh, grace never come inside.
Grace,
Hello, grace.
No, grace day inside though. But,
Hello,
but
bro.
if you put on grace, people will look down upon their own mistakes.
Oh.
You get it, yes.
So something doesn't go the same because grace wasn't
Yeah,
there.
grace wasn't there. No,
Oh,
no,
that's
yeah.
Watson, are you hearing this? Oh, okay.
So
I get that.
I don't want to put on grace or then things, but
Okay.
I mean, you can meet somebody, right, and the person's red flags is something that will just diminish your spirit or something. And you can meet somebody, you can work around the red flags and you know what I mean.
Bro, we have a show called Broken Pen with Yarbitha. I'd love for you to be on that, bro.
Oh, yeah,
You know, we talk about like relationship stuff, you know, the real life stories.
So I'm open relationship counseling there.
They feel like me, I'm too raw, too hard.
Too gangster.
But bro, congratulations on that.
Thanks, bro.
I wish you success in that as well, because you know your music has taken off, it's doing amazing things. And as we were saying, you're still pushing your music, and you've got new music. You actually got a new full body of work, which is coming out. Let's talk about this, man.
Yeah, 1st November 2024. The William album comes out, man.
The William?
Yeah, William.
Oh,
album.
you're William?
Yeah, that's my name.
Oh,
William.
Wan-O. The one and only. The W.
No. The one only is a different.
So the W has nothing to do with the.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's from Wan-O came from when I was at Addis Ababa, Murder Wan-O.
Okay.
Yeah. So the William album is separate.
Oh wow.
The William album is in depth about my feelings when I was selling my CDs. I have a song there that was inspired by my wife. I don't say it's about my wife, but I was inspired by my wife.
Okay.
Future Joe vibe.
Okay.
You know, like there's stuff about William in there. You know, there'll be a part 1 and part 2, but it's just the beginning. You know, stuff about
Parts about you people don't know.
Yeah, but
Okay.
stuff with me that people don't know that I try to make it relatable so everybody will you know.
Weren't you a bit hesitant putting all this out there?
No, I mean,
because it's about being vulnerable to a very large
I was about to say that. You see, so my most vulnerable moment in El-A and Wan-O was when it stopped someone from committing suicide. You know, because I was very vulnerable in that song. I actually expressed my dad died at some time, but I was talking about how my dad died and stuff, and that's what the person could relate to. Because the person told me that her mom just died. You get
she was struggling.
She was struggling with that. So to listen to somebody who was going through the same thing actually saved their life. So if vulnerability works and has people relating to it, that saves them from demise or from destruction. Why don't I go there? I mean, I can talk to you. I mean, that's the only way you understand, like, where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being too hard, like, shall I sell CDs? Nah. If I go like, I sell my CDs. Shall I? you gonna fill out? You understand? Yeah.
Bro. So, how many albums do you have? Before
I have 2 actually.
2 albums.
Yeah,
but you have like mixtapes and stuff.
No, they're all albums. So.
Okay.
So the first album, most of the songs was produced by Magnum, right? And for the purposes of going to sell my CD, so I had to put some songs together. Okay. The second CD to the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. So William's coming out November 1st.
November 1st. Yeah.
How many songs on there?
7. Just 7.
7 songs.
Yeah,
Are there any singles out yet?
Yeah, I have Gani out and I have Ocean out.
Okay, Gani.
Yeah, Gani.
Okay, so Gani is on William.
Yeah, it's on William album.
Okay.
And Ocean 2 is on William album.
Ocean 2. Do you have any official music videos yet?
No, not yet.
And the cool thing about you is you shoot music videos. Like you actually, like bro, you actually reinvest.
Yeah. I wanted to change the strategy and just shoot short videos for social media and see how it works. And it's working. But I'm working on the official videos now.
Okay, official videos. So William is going to be on all platforms. That's how people can get it. Your old songs are on all platforms. People can get your music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apple,
Spotify. So we should just follow your social media. I'm sure on the 1st of November, the link is going to be out there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Okay, the link is going to be out there. So 7 songs. Any features on William?
Fem. To be honest, Fem produced the whole song. The whole album, sorry. Fem produced the whole album, right? So Fem is on 2 songs. And I have, like I said, I really want to help other people, right? So I have artists that are extremely talented on the album
That people may not know.
People may not know, but they'll blow your mind. I have OG Blaze. I mean, but you know Joe Vibe. Joe Vibe is out there. So Joe Vibe, yeah. So I have
you guys, we used to work together before he got signed.
Before he got signed,
right?
yeah. So I have Joe Vibe on it. I have Fim and I have OG Blaze.
Okay.
You know, and they'll blow your mind.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And I have a little skit with Eddie Blay.
Okay.
Eddie Blay.
Nice one. So we're going to play one of the music videos before you leave. But as I always do, is there anything you want to tell your fans? You know, people support you, people appreciate you.
Yeah. So like I was saying, like if you're doing anything, just do it. Do what your heart tells you. Don't listen to anybody. It will be your mommy, your dad, your whoever it is. Once your heart tells you, nobody understands what God has put in you but you. You know what I mean? So listen to that voice, because that voice is speaking the right thing to you. So just go out there and make it happen.
Bro, thank you so much. God
thanks,
bless
man.
you. I always love these conversations. Can't wait to hear the album. We're going to make noise as always. Can't wait to watch the videos. If this story doesn't inspire you, I'd be very, very surprised, because I'm sure, this is going to touch a lot of people, you know, people chasing their dreams, like you said. Enjoy this. I have another guest coming through. We'll be right back.
Contests. Me, I hold it down, but I don't just flow. Make I do so, this be concept. Lord, take the wheel, you my rider. I like ya, feeling just a spark like a light. I be like ya, never do me wrong like the light rider. With you, now my days looking brighter.